Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Juggernaut, and today I want to show you a really fun little game that you can pick up for literally just a couple of dollars on Steam. It's called That's Not My Neighbor. Now, I learned about this game purely accidentally from a friend, and really been enjoying it. It's one of those Papers, Please-esque games, right? The whole subgenre that's been created around that game ever since its initial massive success, and, you know, the various clones of it and so far. This is, you know, a similar concept. You are in charge of a checkpoint, and you vet people whether they're allowed to go through or not based on their papers and their appearance. That's Not My Neighbor is a universe where the whole world, I guess, is being slowly taken over by doppelgangers, and you need to vet people in the apartment building that you live in, whether they're, you know, allowed to go through or not, or to, you know, go in or not. Based on their appearance, their papers, their, there's a couple of other things as well, we're going to get into it. You can also call the actual people that you need to vet through, like their, roommates and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll get into it. It's a fairly simple little game, but there's a ton of replayability and, you know, a fair bit of content, I think, as far as, money is concerned. Well, for the money, that is. Anyways, so I've done the tutorial, and I've done the campaign mode, or at least a couple of days of the campaign mode. I'm going to go ahead and continue, because thankfully, this game is not time-based. Yeah, so there is no bonus if you do something quickly. There is no time, you know... Okay, let's take a look at this. This is the first thing you get every single day, which is the newspapers. Missing persons section, Celine... Birch, McCloy, Rudboys. Single mother epidemic. Interesting. The government announces that they already have a plan of action against the latest movements of enemy countries. Oh, lovely. Also, the DDD breaks the record for doppelgangers captured in a week. Interesting. So, let's get rid of this. Goodbye. And let's begin. With the first candidate, shall we say. There's nothing obviously wrong about him, right? I mean, he has 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth that's more than can be said for some of the candidates that come here with 4 sets of mouths or something, but that's incredibly creepy, but a lot of them do look like this. And there's 2 documents that he needs to present, which is his ID card and his entry request. Both need to be approved by the DDD. You need the logo, and you need also the correct date. So, that is the correct date because it hasn't expired yet. And this as well, DDD, and approved with the stamp. Lovely. So, let's get into it. First and foremost, he looks alright, right? This is what you do. And like I said, again, thankfully, and I really, really do want to emphasize this, the game doesn't have a timer. You can just stand up, you know, go for a walk, and then come back and continue playing. And that makes it really fun, because it's not stressful, because I'm not going, quickly, you know, click everything. It's, nah. Take your time, really suck in the details. So, they are allowed to have a hat, and he does work as a milkman, because I remember him from previous days, and his name is Francis Moses. I just need to make sure that this is the correct apartment, and that's the correct spelling on both, and the number, of course, but you know, we'll get into that in a bit. So, let's take a look at the facial features first. The neck seems alright, mouth and nose seem fine, the eyes seem fine as well. The ears look okay. Sometimes you really need to squint your eyes and look carefully at all the details. And then here, I mean, I would say he looks exactly the same, so I think the picture's alright. So, let's look at the checklist. Is the identification card correct? Is the appearance correct? The appearance does appear to be correct. Is the person on today's list? Very good question. So this is the list of people that we need to let into the building today. Sorry. Today. And as you can see, Francis from floor 03, apartment building number 2. Apartment number 2, not apartment building, apartment number 2 is indeed on the list. If we take a look at the database, we can see that 0302 does indeed have a Francis Moses. He does work as a milkman, as you can see, and that is the number of his ID card. Let's check this very carefully and quickly. Francis, M-O-S-S-E-S, M-O-S-S-E-S. 2355, 79. Aha! 2355, 69. This one is 79, 418. 418. They missed a number. Okay, so the ID card is not correct. The entry request is correct. It is FO302. I'm a resident of the building. His apartment is over there. Great. Is the person on today's list? He is. The entry request is correct. However, the ID isn't. Now, here's what we can do as well. We can go over to FO302 and call the apartment. So it's 4122. 4122. Now, I doubt the person's going to pick up because he's on today's list for entry. So he probably hasn't made it into his apartment yet. Yeah. Unfortunately, not there. However, we can talk to the milkman, if we need to, if we want to ask him some questions. First and foremost, what's with the identification card? I don't see any problem with my identification card. Well, I do. And, yeah, I mean, I could just deny you entry. That's fair enough. But I could also do this. However, I'm not sure that you're a doppelganger. You're probably a doppelganger. Go away. See, this is what you do when you know it's a doppelganger and you want to get rid of him. When you're not sure, you can just deny him entry. However, he has a fake ID, and that's a pretty big red flag, so we're going to get rid of him. Thusly. Okay, I can already see that you're missing the entry request. And there you go. Okay. Now, Robertsky from FO102. FO102, Robertsky, Peachman. 7355. Okay. Well, that works. Let's take a look. Which one was it? Sorry. FO102. Alright. FO102. These are my failures, by the way. This one. And I think I have one more. Yeah, I have this one as well. There were two of them, exactly the same, one after the other, and I must have missed something. I think it was like the chin or whatever, and yeah, that one was a failure. And then this one, I mean, you're setting yourself up for failure. You have two twins living in the exact same building. It's, you're bound to make a mistake at some point, right? So, there you go. Anywho, the picture looks alright. I'm counting the number of locks on his head. Yes, I'm doing that. Tell you what doesn't look the same. Let me check him. It's kind of silly. Here's what I've noticed. Is it just... No, it's just the framework. Okay, never mind. It's just framed to here. I thought the whatever this is, it's not a tie. It's like a undershirt that he has. Doesn't look like a tie. I think that one was a bit wrong. Okay, but anyways, Robertsky is indeed on the list. Let's take a look. Robertsky, Peachman, Robertsky, 1146, 522. 8989 Shoemaker. Today's list. I'm not on today's list. There must be a mistake. It should be on the list. Okay. Indeed you should. Indeed you should. Okay, let's just call his roommate, I guess. Although, same last name, so probably like brother or father or something like that. 2668. 2668. This is Albertsky speaking. Roommate? Right now, I'm the only person in the apartment. Okay, well, there you go. Honestly, I think this is all fine. We have the stamps, we have the dates which are correct. I'm coming from my job as shoemaker. That's also a green flag because he is indeed a shoemaker. You know what? We're letting you on through. Perfect. There you go. He's through. Welcome. Good afternoon. Roman Stilinski. Hey, that's from Teen Wolf, isn't it? Stilinski. I'm a resident of the building. I'm coming from my job as public accountant. Stamps are there. The date is correct. Or the expiration date, I mean, is correct. Although his nose seems a bit unusually blue. The scar is right, the hair is alright, the eyes and everything are fine, the ears are fine, but nose seems to be a slightly odd colour. Also, he's not on the list, so let's ask him about today's list. Had to leave due to a work emergency. Right. Well, he is a public accountant from 4839240059. Oh, sorry, not from, but like with that number of the ID card. 4839240059. I think this is the case where the appearance is, I think, correct? It looks kind of correct. He is not on today's list. The entry request and the ID card, however, are correct. Unfortunately, though, I cannot let you through. Well, maybe I should have called the apartment to check, but yeah, without you being on today's list, I cannot let you in. Hello? This will be Stephen from FO303. I had some trouble with Stephen before. Here's an interesting thing. Okay, let's take a look at... Yeah, Stephen's a pilot. Stephen Rudboys. Coming home from my job as a pilot. Stamps are alright. This is fine. Expiration date is fine. 565845455. That is also correct. Half tempted to do that just right away without really checking much else. Let me check the appearance once again. The chin, maybe? No? Because I had a few situations where it said the chin wasn't quite right, and then I don't know. I like how the pilot, like, insignia, whatever it is here, is kind of looks wrong initially, but yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. Dog tags and the little badge there as well. I think he's fine, but I'm not sure, and unfortunately, due to my past failures, I'm unable to call the apartment. I mean, I can try, but I doubt I'll get a response because the other person, his roommate, isn't among the living anymore. So, yeah, nobody to pick up. I should make it clear, I did not, unalive these people here. They died as a result of my mistakes, as in letting the wrong people through. Well, people, quote-unquote, right? But so far, everything looks fine here. Let's get you on through, I suppose. What is the number of different permutations of the most relevant Mersenne prime in computing? I genuinely have no idea, but I have someone I can ask that I think knows about this stuff. I'll check it out. Give me a minute. Okay, so according to what I was able to find, it's 302 or 302,400. Correct. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. This is Yeah, we're going to have a hard time with this one, I feel like. I do need to stress out, not all of them are this obvious. Like I said, sometimes the chin is a little bit pointier, sometimes, you know, one number is off and so on and so forth, but occasionally you do get stuff like this, where you're like, ha ha ha, no. And you could go through the list of documents and everything to archive the thing, but if you just get rid of them, it doesn't matter, right? Yeah, there you go. Lovely. Next one, please. Good afternoon. Raftalin. FO304. FO304. Raftalin Puchin, sorry. Housewife. I'm a resident of the building 0403. Correct. Raftalin. Spelled correctly. That's correct. Approved. Stamped. Okay. Raftalin Capuchin. Capuchin. Yeah, that's correct as well. Date is correct. 5-6. Okay, let's check if you're on the list. You are. Let me check this again. 56855 56755 4596. This is not correct. Okay, what's with the identification card? You don't see any problem with it. Well, I do. It's not correct. The entry request is correct. The appearance, I think, is correct as well. Let me check. I don't see anything wrong. I think the appearance is fine. And you are on today's list. However, the identification card is not correct. And, you know, we're gonna have to... really, you know, get to the bottom of that, shall we say. Okay, and can I have your ID card, please? You forgot your ID card at home. Okay, well, lucky for us, there is a way to check. 4258. 4258. Hopefully her husband can pick up. He's not on today's list as well, in which case... Ah, right, roommate. Right now, you're the only person in the apartment. What about any documents at home? There is an identification card in the apartment. Right, so she tells no lie. The same as you always do. Right, yeah, you do. Sorry, didn't mean really to insinuate anything. So, Raf TTLN. That is how it's spelled, right? Raftalin. Yeah. Approved everything. Yes, so the identification card is not correct. Everything else is. Unfortunately, though, I'm going to have to deny you your request because you don't have the ID card. Sorry, yeah, that's my job. Hello. Hello indeed. Do you have an entry request? You forgot it at home. Alright, well, get that down immediately. Isaac Gauss. Mr. Gauss is indeed on today's list as a reporter. That's his job. Okay. We're going to take a look at the appearance in a bit, but first and foremost, I want to take a look at the card number. 4569 855 51212. Isaac Gauss. 55 stamp is correct. Yeah. Well, Isaac, I think it is him, honestly. Yeah, looks like him. I'm going to say that the appearance is correct. He is on today's list, and the identification card is correct. Unfortunately, though, you will not be getting in because, well, you know. Again? Really? I wonder what's wrong. Well, just for the sake of it, let's go through the notion again, right? 23556, 23556, 9418, 9418. Stamp, everything's fine. So the ID card is correct, the appearance is not correct. The entry request, Milkman approved, stamped FO3, Francis Moses. Francis Moses. You are on today's list, however, we're gonna have to, really quickly clean up, shall we say. Thank you very much. Next. Good afternoon. May I have your ID card, please? You've got it at home. Well, that's going to be a problem. Entry request. Luis Stilinski. We let a Stilinski... Oh, did we not let him in? FO101. Roman Stilinski. I don't think we let him in, right? Because he, honestly, I don't remember. Housewife. Okay. Stamped and approved, everything's fine. Resident of the building, apartment floor 101, Lois Stilinski. That's fine. So the entry request is correct. The appearance... I mean... minus the hat, which you've lost somewhere along the way. Chin, nose, the absurdly large mouth. Honestly, the appearance seems fine as well. Are you on today's list? You are. Yeah. Let me just check. Okay. I wonder if I let this guy in. 1152. 1152. By the way, it's occurred to me, probably a portion of my subscribers and viewers won't know how to use this thing. It's a rotary phone. It's... oh god, I'm old. Anyways, this is Roman speaking. Documentation at home. There is an ID card. Okay, yes, so chances are this is the wife. Archive it, and deny entry. You don't have the ID with you. Okay, now this is going to be interesting. Entry request, please. You forgot your entry request at home. Francis Moses, 23569418. FO302. 32. Check it out. Francis O-S-S-E-S 23556 23556 9418 9418 4122 4122. Please pick up and tell me I haven't made a huge mistake by letting you in. Shite. Looks the same, is a milkman. Must be a mistake, you should be on the list. Well, I mean... I'm gonna do this and just deny you entry. But I get the feeling that the other guy I let in was an imposter, and... oh dear. You forgot your ID card at home. I called a minute ago, didn't I? Or did I not? 303. No, I didn't call because the other guy was... yeah, I mentioned that I couldn't call. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Stephen Rudd Boys. Stephen Rudd Boys 0303. That's correct. Identification card is not correct. Entry request is correct. Appearance. I'm going to mark it as correct, and I'm going to take a nice long look at you. I don't see anything wrong with that, so I'm going to mark him as on the list and as correct appearance. Unfortunately, though, I cannot let you through. Yeah, sorry. And that's it for today. Overall, Doppelgangers captured 4, Doppelgangers denied entry 1, Doppelgangers that have entered 1. Take a look at the detailed information. Steven, incorrect entry application seal. What do you mean, incorrect entry application seal? I thought it was fine. I don't understand. I really don't understand. Oh, well. Okay, so, correct elimination. This one we let through, which was correct. This one, is the identification card correct? I wrote down yes, it was a no. And then Stephen Rudboys, is the entry request correct? No. I eliminated the rest of them correctly. Here I made a mistake. Interesting. Well, there you go. That's been the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. As you can see, it's a bit tricky. Attention to detail needs to be there and all that. It's very fun. You can see the name of the developer down here. I will not try and pronounce it to butcher his good name or whatever, but the game is available on Steam, like I said, for just a couple of dollars, and it's a ton of fun. Especially because if you go into play, as you can see, there's more stuff here. You need to complete the campaign mode to unlock them. There's 4 other game modes, along with the tutorial and the campaign mode. It's awesome. It really, really is. I absolutely love it, and I've been playing a ton of this, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. In terms of mechanics, I think that's it. I don't think anything new gets added to the game in terms of, core gameplay elements. At least not in the main campaign mode, maybe later down the line. I'm not privy to that information. However, there's a lot here going on to keep you entertained for, I think, a good bit, and then, you let the game go, do something else, and then come back to it after a few weeks, and it's when it sort of feels fresh and interesting once again. It's really, really fun. I really like it, and I recommend you give it a shot. I just wanted to share it with you, basically. That's, you've seen pretty much all there is in the game right now. It's not, there's not like there's a management system behind it about the apartments or anything. That's it. This is the extent that this is the extent of the game, right? That's it. There's nothing else. Apart from, like I said, the game modes that I'm missing, but there's no other core mechanics here that I didn't show you. What you see is what you get pretty much at this point. I think it's great, especially given the price. I think it's like $1.50, $2, €2, something like that. I'll leave a link down in the description below so you can check it out for yourselves. It's really, really good, and it's a ton of fun. So yeah, go and check it out. My name is Juggernaut. Hope you enjoyed it. Have fun, take care, and see you next time. Bye-bye.